е всушност член на бендот кој што го придружува Peter Autschbach. Welcome in Macedonia.
Thank you.
For the first time, I suppose.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Great.
Maybe it's a little earlier for that, but...
No, we had a big welcome. It was wonderful. So we like the place and we look very much forward to play here.
Okay, I'm glad. I will start with Peter. Значи ќе почнем прво со Peter. Up to the age of 18, you were a self-taught guitarist, but after listening to the record of Joe Pass Live in Montreux, you became, I can say, serious about jazz. Later, you have sent some tape of your playing something to Joe and asking for him to be your teacher. So tell me about that story, how that happened, and how much did he influence on you?
Well, I transcribed all his CDs. I listened to his music and I tried to play this on guitar. And so I sent a tape with my playing to him and asked him, and so he commended me. He said, I think you don't need lessons. And so he invited me to his place, and I went there a couple of times, and we met, and he showed me a lot of things on guitar. And I'm very grateful for that, and because of that I'm doing a tour this year in a trio with upright bass and guitar, besides my real band, Autschbach Project, and I'm playing as a homage to Joe, a little tour in Germany with 20 concerts.
So you learn a lot from him,
Yes.
from Joe Pass.
Yes.
Yeah. Your first original pieces you played in your school band, and while you were studying in Cologne, you started to work on your first material. So since now, how big is your collection of CDs, and maybe what is the dominant ambient in your albums?
Well, we recorded 4 CDs now. The first one was in 1998, and
can you tell us about the names? And
yes, the first CD is Chasing the Beat, and after that we recorded Under the Surface, and this album is inspired by landscapes and animals that I saw underwater, because I'm a hobby diver, and so I wanted to make an album with this kind of music, and this is the main thing we do tonight, play music of this CD, Under the Surface. So we take the people, the audience, for a nice diving trip underwater.
Great. Are the albums different? Or?
Yes, Under the Surface is a little softer than the first album, Chasing the Beat. And then the third album we recorded together with female Hammond organ player Barbara Dennerlein. And that was 2002. And then we did a CD this year with the Joe Pass program.
Okay. How important are the other members of the band? Here we have one.
The other members are very important, because it's you give something and you get something back. I'm playing a line, the others listen and maybe play something that I've never heard before, and I react to this, and this is a kind of communication. And if you don't have the communication, you cannot play the music. So the other band members, if I would play to a tape, it would be completely different. So I like playing with musicians. I like to communicate with real people.
Yeah. How long you're collaborating?
I think it's 3 years now that since I came from Australia to live in Cologne, in Germany, and I think we've been playing together for nearly 3 years. Yeah.
And which instrument you are playing?
I'm playing the bass guitar.
Guitar. Okay, bass guitar.
The bass.
Bass. Yes. Since when you are playing?
I've been playing the bass guitar since I was 17. And I was in a band with 3 guitarists, and I was the worst guitarist. So they said, you have to play bass, and I'm still playing it.
Do you cooperate with some other musicians, or this is your first time?
No, I do some other projects as well. I've got a recording project. I produce a pop singer from Cologne, and also I play in musicals as well.
Can you tell us something about, or some names on which musicals you have worked?
Yes, I'm currently working in Mamma Mia in Hamburg.
In German?
In Hamburg, Germany, the ABBA musical. And I'm also working in Starlight Express in Bochum, Germany. Did I say that right, Peter? Bochum?
Very good.
It's Bochum. Bochum.
So this guy is coming from New Zealand.
Yes.
And he came for the expo in 2000 to work at the expo. And he's living in Germany since 2000.
He stayed there.
And I stayed there, yes, yeah, still there.
What does a good improvisation mean to you?
It's the reason why I'm playing the guitar. It's the reason why I make music. I don't want to do a repetition of the same thing over and over again. The challenge for me is to find new ways on the fretboard, to find new ways of notes, of how I can impress people with new material that I'm inventing by playing, while playing.
How important is the communication with the audience, and on what way you are doing that? How you communicate with the audience?
With the audience? Oh, this is another story. When I started to have my own band, I just played the music. I didn't say anything to the audience, and this is so important. You have to really get into contact with the audience. Otherwise, the music doesn't reach them. You have to do the additional. You have to invest the additional sparkle into the audience.
What do you think? How impressions you have? Does the audience understand the original idea that you want to reflect from your music, of course?
When the band plays and everything works fine, and it's always nice to play, and the people recognize that. It's always wonderful.
What is your original motivation for making music?
Well, I was listening to guitar music. This was the thing I started with. It's always guitar. I listen to guitar players, and I love the guitar. Still, I cannot I cannot dislike a guitar player. Every guitar sounds good to me.
Some guitar players.
Oh, I like John McLaughlin. I like still like Joe Pass. I like Pat Metheny. I like Birelli Lagrene. Mostly jazz players, but I also like horn players like Miles Davis, and I played the trumpet 6 years, so I'm a little bit into trumpet playing.
Okay, so is your music a reflection of your character? And
hopefully.
Hopefully. Okay, and which kind of music is the main to you? Which influenced on you, actually?
What I like best is playing music from Under the Surface, from this CD, because I think this is my thing, my baby, the thing I like to do.
Okay, so tell me about the musicians maybe who are made very influenced on you, or?
The most influence was by guitar players, like.
Okay, you said it.
And so.
Maybe some special names who really was like, I don't know, a picture of.
John McLaughlin, Alan Holdsworth. Pat Metheny. Not so much Mike Stern. I'm not so much into Mike Stern. Some guitar players name Mike Stern, but I don't. It's a great player, but I don't know all of him, so I'm not so much into it. I'm much more into Holdsworth.
Okay. And what are the feeling at the start of this jazz festival?
What is
your feeling about the start of this?
I'm so much looking forward to play tonight. It's like I want to play for the people.